What's up? Welcome to Monday.
How's it going?
Monday.
Case
Hey, guys.
of Mondays.
What's happening, everybody? We're back. Another Monday Night Vibe. And always the first, never last.
That's right.
Hey.
What's up? Howdy, howdy. In a box in a garage. Yeah. Always first. Always.
Man, it feels like it's been a while, actually, for some reason.
Does it? It's been about a week.
I don't know, maybe for me, because I've been so busy with my regular job that reselling was basically second thought.
Yeah.
And then when we did last week's live, I don't know if you guys could tell, I was basically out of it. I'm like,
Yeah, you were a little zonked.
Well, you was getting over
Yes.
you was getting over your sickness, weren't you?
No, my full-time job moved to a new location, so we had to do a lot of heavy work on that day.
Yeah. You look.
So I was.
You looked like you were in a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, so I was like, I was here and I was trying to interact, but in my head, I'm like, oh, I need to go to bed.
I feel like that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, every time Sarah messages me with like something food related, it's like, oh, Adam's taking a nap.
Probably.
It was okay. I think we were all zonked out on last Monday because, like I said, I came back from Alabama that day.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
So
I was fine. I was wide awake. This is around the time I come alive, I guess. Which is terrible because I'll never get to bed.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
tis the life of a reseller, I guess.
yeah.
But
I don't know how John does it. Like since John Cincinnati Picker Man, he's a morning guy, and I'm like, how do you do it? He's like, I've always gotten up in the morning and got started working, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm an afternoon person. He naps constantly. Loves naps. Hey yo, Rosie.
Hey, Rosie.
Rosie.
Yeah, Sarah comes alive around 7 p.m. I imagine, because she's certainly not alive around 7 a.m. I can promise you that.
I'm awake at 6 in the morning, ready to go.
No, God. We did garage sales this weekend, and we got up early both Friday and Saturday, and both mornings I'm just like,
Well, that's what she sent me a snap or something where you guys were eating. I was like, did I miss this last night? She's like, no, we are awake. We're garage selling. I was like, oh,
yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. Video out tomorrow. We went to like 5 or 6 garage sales. We already sold a lot of the stuff we got, which is kind of worrisome. I don't like selling things that quickly, but yeah.
For me, I've actually been selling all my sandals and pool stuff or shorts now. All my summer wear is starting to like sell like really quick now.
It's funny you say that because I packed up 3 sweaters today and 2 long sleeve shirts. I'm like, what are you gonna do with this?
Is it still cold in the East Coast?
No, we and Jimmy were just talking about it. What is it there?
It got 77. Right now it's 66. So
No, you're warmer than us. We're at 60.
so
But it feels warmer because it's starting to get humid.
yeah.
Because we got a lot of rain overnight, and then that just makes it humid.
Yeah.
And then now we've got this humidity. But it was nice today. Like, it was warm in the house, and I opened the windows, and it cooled off the house. So I love that. That's my favorite kind of weather right there. So, yeah. But it's funny because, like, it looks like it's going to swing back down the other direction. Like, it looks like we're going, like, today our low was 50. Tomorrow our low is going to be 48. And then our lows are all in the mid to low 40s the entire week. And then we've got Tuesday rain, Wednesday rain, Thursday rain, Friday rain, Saturday rain. So, great.
That's why people are still buying sweaters.
I can second that because we have about the same weather. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's just been boiling hot here. It's starting to cool down though.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I gotta move. Hi, Angie. Thanks for stopping in.
Angie.
Hey, Andrew.
Sarah is alive for the garage sales. She's like a morning bee in the morning. She's that late. She's the person you don't want to be around in the morning. Like, if you're not a morning person, do you know, Sarah's like, hi. She's all happy and everything, and you're just like,
Yeah, that's,
calm down.
that was
only talk to me if you need a price.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
we got this new. Oh, here we go with my camera. Perfect. What's going on? It's
There
Monday.
you go.
That's right.
I have my other one coming from Amazon to replace this one, so it's actually
We could talk. We could talk to the Darke County logo.
It's okay. Worst case is going to go back to the way it was and where I'm all fuzzy, so that's the worst case. But yeah. So we got a new worker at the gas station. I stop in every morning, get my coffee up. Oh, she's out. She's really chipper, and I'm like, stop. She's like, this is why I was brought on this earth to cheer everybody up. I'm like, no, stop, please, or I'm just leaving because I can't handle it.
That now it's time to get a Keurig.
I have one. I have one. I don't know why. It's just
You can't just fire it up real quick.
Well, with the gas prices, it seems like I'm stopping at the gas station every morning. So
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
the way it goes.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting an electric bike because I work 2 miles from my home now, so that was a huge benefit. And I work literally 1 minute from my favorite thrift store to pick up shirts.
Nice.
So where do you think I went today for the new color sale?
So you got a bunch more shirts for your auction, is what you're saying?
For my for the XL and above. Yeah, I got 2 5XLs.
Whoa.
And one of them is a 5XLT.
Ooh,
Whoa.
I think it's
It's huge.
So a robe. Huge. Jeez. Yeah, but I'm curious. I got. When is that auction?
I'm trying to do like what you said. I think somebody asked you last night, like how much they will want to start, or I think I saw it from somebody else. But I'm trying to get maybe at least 50 to 70 shirts so I can have a good amount. And I think right now I'm at like either 35 or 40.
Okay. Well, yeah, you got to let me know when you run. I'm so curious because we've put back 5XLs before, and I'm curious if they sell.
they do.
But they do on Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
you
mean, I
ran
sold.
one?
How much is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
one?
Yeah, I have one person that buys those.
Okay.
You know who he is.
Okay.
No, I mean they did okay. They did. Well, see, the one had a cool design. I had a 5X. It sold for $12. Somebody else was bidding up against it, and then I had just a blank pocket tee 5X.
Yeah.
So it sold for $5. I mean, I only had 30 cents into it, so whatever.
Interesting.
And that's the only reason I picked these up too, because my lowest one that I think I got was like for 50 cents because it was half off, and then the highest was $2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably worth it.
I should have still grabbed that 7X in Vegas, though. It's still just to try it. That had to be like the biggest shirt ever on Whatnot. It would have fit my whole back straight. There it is.
Yeah, you'd have to back the camera up a little bit to get that one in there. Hey, Bartermania, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Angie says,
It'd do
what's
the
that?
drop. What, guys?
wouldn't even be able to see you. Angie said, hey, we hit 50 degrees here today. Woohoo, warm. 50.
Nice.
Wow.
I start getting warm whenever it's above 65. That's whenever but 50, hey? What's your average temperature around this time of year, Angie? I'm
I
curious.
was to say she must be way up north
Must be. Yeah.
for 50 degrees. Yeah, that's.
By the way, guys, what do you guys think about me putting this in my background while I'm doing my auction?
Yeah. I would.
No different mine. Yeah, I have my little thing up here, but
Yeah. I'd put a YouTube logo on it or something.
All right.
Just so that people know that you're telling them to follow you on YouTube.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, that was literally just for one night. I'm gonna do a different one for YouTube, but maybe I should actually.
Yeah, I think you should. I mean, I did it.
Okay.
I don't have one.
Well, you should have one. Why don't you actually?
I don't know. I never thought of it. I mean, at first, shameless plugs from Jimmy. At first, we had like the shirt that we'd hang up like before the auction, or like if we were doing a smaller auction, we'd have like that stand with the stickers on it. And then I don't know, we just kind of stopped. 50s is average. Northern or southern Wisconsin.
Goodness. Come on, man. There we go.
It's rainy and 40s all weekend. It's awful, and we had snow on Thursday last week.
Oh, Wisconsin. Okay, makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's man. The only time I was ever in Wisconsin. One of the drunkest I've ever been on a business trip. People in Wisconsin are pros when it comes to drinking. Just say that.
Yeah.
And they just half of them wouldn't let me leave. I was trying to leave. Every time I came back, there was another drink, and I'm like,
I was like, no,
I gotta stop. And they're like, all right, California boy. And you're like, all right,
yeah,
calm down. And I remember telling my boss in the morning, he's like, you look terrible. I'm like, have you drank with these people before? He's like, oh yeah, I know better than to go to the bar with those guys. Thanks for the heads up. So, Angie says, but I'm excited. Rummage sale season starts this weekend. Sweet. Yeah, we've got a couple we have our eye on for this weekend too.
By the way, what exactly is a rummage sale? Because I keep getting an advertising one for, I guess it's like a church sale thing that's going on near me, and they have some pretty good stuff there. I just don't know what a rummage sale is exactly.
That a rummage sale, I think it's basically like a garage sale in one spot, and a bunch of people bring stuff to donate to the sale, and then they put it all up for sale. So like churches do a lot of rummage sales where the congregation brings things they want to donate, and then the church puts it all out for sale in one spot. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think it's what it is. But
yeah, I mean it's the same as a garage sale, but
don't you just rummage through piles?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Is if they break out the totes and they're like, just go through it. We'll just decide what you want to pay at the end. That's my idea as a rummage sale.
The last time I was at a rummage sale, it was in like 2 buildings. You just kind of wandered your way through and picked things up, and like you said, they totaled it up at the end. But most of the prices are like
they're cheap.
They don't care because it's not theirs. They have no attachment to it, and they're just trying to make money for the church. So
yeah,
they don't care.
How do you do that at a church where they're like, it's all donations, whatever you want? I'm like, oh, jeez, what are we doing here? I hate because I'm like, well, here's $1, and I'll walk out. They'd be happy with it, but I'm like, here's $20.
Here's a quarter.
I mean, how do you have you ended up with something like that, Adam?
The last time I was at a rummage sale, they kind of totaled it all up, and the guy was like, I don't know, $1, $2 for this. I'm like, sure, $5 for this, and then he was like, how about $20? And I'm like, see ya. Beautiful. See you later. Yeah, but like the problem with that I've found with rummage sales is I feel like you can get good stuff there, but the majority of the stuff is
junk.
Yeah, like you're not going to stumble across a Super Nintendo in there. You might stumble across some decent shoes because people don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody donates an old pair of Adidas or something like that or whatever. But you're going to get a lot of that. Like you might find like members only jackets there and like stuff that people are like, just get rid of this. I don't want it. Like, you know, that kind of stuff. But as far as like finding like newer stuff, probably not. So, but it's worth it. I mean, I think it's worth it to go, especially for clothing. So. Rummage sales, same as garage sales, like big garage sales. Church/rummage sales are always my best find. See, there you go. The ones I've been to have been decent. They had nothing earth-shattering. We went to one that was at a VFW near our house. We found like a bunch of stuff that, you know, sold for decent money that they had no clue was worth any money. But, you know, like the shoes were all like, you know, old Keds and Skechers and stuff like that. That like you'd think a church congregation would donate to somebody. So
even I think right now here in my area it would still be expensive, unfortunately, because man, everything is just getting bad here. I don't know. I think both of you guys saw my recent story on that I posted on the weekend about the Hokas. It's still from my same guy and everything, but now like what I used to be able to get for $10, that quality went boom, it went down, and now I'm gonna have to start paying up for certain things. I mean, I only got that pair because it was definitely worth it.
Yeah,
but everything else is starting to just go down. Normally, I would come back with like maybe 20-25 pairs. Now I only came back with 5.
Did you ever think? And I know this is probably a far drive for you and all, but did you ever think about like going over the Grapevine down into like those areas? Because there's some flea markets out that direction that might actually be worth the drive.
I did, and I actually do have reason to go past the Grapevine into Bakersfield, but
Yeah.
it's not worth the 2 hour trip for me,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Okay.
So I mean, I've been to their Goodwills and their Salvation Army, and man, they are junk. Like it's
Oh,
just
okay.
bad, and they're overpriced. So I'm afraid the flea market will be just as the same because over there, I'm pretty sure it's harder to find stuff than it is down here in LA.
Yeah. I was just thinking a lot of the people might be, people that are thrifters that thrift in LA and then sell in Bakersfield and stuff like that. So maybe you
Uh,
get a lot of the carryover, and not the prices of LA.
Yeah.
I think the opposite happens, that people from Bakersfield and that area come here and then they
Yeah.
take everything back over there. And I'm pretty sure that's why they're able to, because it's a lot cheaper to live in Bakersfield than it is here in LA.
Yeah. Got it. So, and by the way, Angie said, yes, they are big drinkers. Roll the barrel. Church sales are awesome in Wisconsin. We are Chesapeake beer drinkers or Cheapskate beer drinkers in Wisconsin. That is true. And Jaeger. I drank a ton of Jaeger when I was there for some reason, and I don't know how it happened, but
I don't drink at all. I don't like it.
I don't drink much anymore, but I don't know. Whenever I traveled, it was like I don't know. I always just would have a sandwich and a beer or two with like the people I was with, or whatever at the hotel bar, and that was a mistake in Wisconsin because, yeah. See,
Yeah,
I'm barking up the right tree here apparently.
Yeah, I went to the game where Favre came back to play Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. It was so cold in that game, but yeah, there was Jaeger out tailgate. They're like, take this, skinny boy. You're like, oh, all right. Yeah, you get so warm you don't even care anymore. You're like, we're good.
Yeah, it's 12 below. I can't even tell it's 12 below. Nita's here. Hi Ed. Hi all.
Hi Nita.
This lady's here. I don't know.
Who is that?
If you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey boys, in the chat. Sorry I'm late. Had another person hot quit, so I'm working another long night. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Stop running them off.
That's right. What are you doing now? What are you doing? And Angie's laughing at me with the Jaeger. So, yeah, tough. I mean, friendly people. They are. I love Wisconsin, but yeah, I cannot compete. And nowadays, I wouldn't even come close to. I would have been gone an hour into it. Nowadays, so
yeah,
but let's.
I got a
talk.
story.
Okay, let's hear your story.
So I mean, well, first of all, I had my second whatnot auction last weekend.
No,
and I sold 29 pairs for $141. It was just stale inventory. I know you guys couldn't be there,
no.
And
I was at a casino.
It's all good. I would have had fun there too.
No.
But I got sort of I guess like troll, but it was like more like giving me advice, because I have to either put sneaker or streetwear category, right? And for shoes,
right.
I just put it in sneakers,
right?
And I don't know if you guys noticed that now they actually split everything apart. So
yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so they have thrift and contemporary or whatever it was, and now they just have vintage alone, so that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
So I have it in sneakers, and then this one guy comes in saying in a sarcastic way, "Wow, look at all these what is it? Sought after shoes," like making a joke, because the stuff I was auctioning off was not really sought after, but
right.
people were buying it, of course.
Right.
And then when I started an auction, I actually responded with like, "Hey, there's literally like, I think there were 10 other auctions going at the time. If you want hype sneakers, you can go there, but it's just not what I do, et cetera, et cetera."
Right.
And then he goes on to say, wouldn't it be better use of your time to just get an abundance of hype sneaker inventory and then do your auctions? I said, no, this is just what I do. If you don't like it, there's other auctions. And then in the end, he was like, no disrespect, I was just trying to give you advice. I'm like, I get you, but it's just the way I do my things.
Yeah,
the only thing is, I think he didn't know that it was. I mean, nobody knew, of course, other than you guys and everybody watching, that it was my stale inventory, and I didn't care what I got for it. I just wanted it gone. Right. I didn't care what it sold for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't really.
Sorry, but yeah, I think he was just trying to, because you were selling a few of them like kind of cheap. He was just thinking that you were wasting your time doing it. I understand. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I was there when you were talking to him, because I was about to be like, dude, just let him sell his shoes, man. He's okay. But you could do what Sarah said. Block him. You could have
Yeah, you
blocked
could have
him.
just blocked him. Yeah.
So
So
That's
I don't know. I mean, I've seen that happen on a few cases where I think Paul, his first auction, Philly Flipper auction, he got a couple trolls that were just really mad at him because he did magic cards and then he
Yeah.
mixed in a few other things, and like this guy was like, why are you doing this, why is it in the magic category, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, dude, calm down.
yeah,
So, yeah, you do get it. I've only had one or two instances where that happened, where somebody was like trying to give you advice or something like that. And it's like, I'm not new to reselling. I might be new to whatnot, but I'm not new to resell.
Yeah.
Like, I understand what's worth my time and what's not. Like, and it's more worth your time to get a little bit of money out of these things and move them on to somewhere else than it would be to you just take them all to Salvation Army or whatever and dump them in a bin and walk away. So,
and that's exactly what I was gonna do. I was all that I got rid in just 2 auctions. I got rid of 49 pairs of shoes, and that was shoes that I was just gonna donate, lose money on, and
Yep.
not get nothing. And I
Right.
got, I think, what is it, like $300-400 that I got back from
Yeah.
just doing whatnot. And it's giving me attention. Now, if I ever get to that point where I start getting more notice, then yeah, I'll bring in more better shoes.
right.
But of course, it was like gonna be starting off a lot higher than $1.
right, of course. But I mean, still, it gets somebody in the door, and that's really what you're
Mhm.
looking for. So, Sarah says, block them.
Block them.
Hi, Storage Bandits. Thanks for stopping by. We
Hey,
appreciate
Storage
it.
Bandit.
I started
Um,
branded.
To me, that's rude. I would agree.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a better use of the troll's time to shut his big yap? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hi, Jennifer.
I
Thanks for
I
coming
just
in.
found it funny because to me, I'm like just this very little known person. I get trolls here and there, and even on my YouTube videos, I don't know who it is, and we can't tell who it is. But every single video, I can always count on that one thumbs down. I can
See,
count on it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get that either. I yeah, I mean, it doesn't make. I guess if like my video really sucks and like you really hate it, then you could. But like to take the time to go to watch my video and then go, no,
Hey, it used to bother me too, but I'm just like, hey,
no,
it's okay.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
me neither. Same. So, yeah. Jennifer, do you ever sleep? That happens to everyone. It does. Yeah. What's sleep? People do that. I don't either. But, yeah. But other than that, I mean, were you satisfied with how it went? I mean, you sold what? How many pairs? They were all women's shoes, right?
Yeah, they were all women's shoes. There were 29 pairs. Most of them I sold for under $5. But again, I did not even care what they sold for. I think my highest was 10 or 11.
Yeah.
But even from the beginning, I already knew that the women's shoes were not gonna do as good as the men's shoes. As soon as I kept repeating that, I do have all men's shoe auction planned. That's when I just all of a sudden got a bunch of new followers.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what they're more interested in.
Yeah, it's true.
But I mean, otherwise with that auction, I was pretty satisfied. I got rid of a bunch of inventory. I took I have almost 1,000 pictures I took yesterday alone because I have the space now to put the way better stuff on eBay now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I kept bugging you guys that it's like, oh, I'm gonna make one not like my primary, blah blah blah. All this like, now I look at it as like it's good to have, but not as your primary though, unless you could sell like really expensive things for basically eBay prices.
Yeah, it depends on what it is, I think. I think that certain things go for really good money on whatnot, but it takes you time to get there.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna within your first 5 or 6 auctions, you're not gonna get that where you need to be. And even still, like we took that week off, and I felt like our auction coming back was kind of, and then it went back to where it was. Now that people are like, oh, you're on Fridays now, and we've been looking for you, and this, that, and the other thing. So, but I also feel like there are certain things I'll just throw on whatnot because, like, we're going to continue to source T-shirts, but they're just probably all going on whatnot, unless it's something insane, or something super vintage, super rare, that's just worth a ton of money. Then it's going on eBay. But even still, like that NASCAR
Yeah, I saw that
shirt
one.
that we auctioned.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you, whenever Sarah opened it up and it said 2005 on it, that shirt's probably a $35-40 shirt tops.
Yeah, It is. That's what I said. Because one, he doesn't race no more, so that makes it even vintage. I mean, that's what.
Yeah.
When they first said, "Well, I'm canceling," I was like, "No, you don't. You can't." That's what he said. It
no, and
regardless.
that dude was super cool because he actually was like, follow me on Instagram, so I actually did, and he has a really cool shop in Illinois, like a super cool shop in Illinois, and I was like, oh, this dude would totally sell that thing for probably $50. So like, he's not going to lose out on it at all. But yeah, he was a super cool dude, and like. So I think that's just what's going to go down from now on. Is just like anything that we find that's t-shirt worthy, and we'll just throw it on Whatnot, because it doesn't make sense to sit around and wait for virtually the same price. So even if I lose, it's $2 or $3 less on Whatnot, but it's gone.
I mean, for you, it's definitely worth it now because you get the instant payouts. We still gotta wait.
Yes, I do like that. It is awesome.
And I was gonna ask, do you think the t-shirt section is getting too saturated now with a lot more people are getting approved?
No. I think it's getting saturated, but I think a lot of people think there's several people that are on, and I won't name names, but there are several people. I could tell both of you know one of them. There are several people that think it's easy and run a lot of stuff, and it doesn't do very well. No. And I feel like the vast majority of people on the t-shirt category are doing just that. And there's only a handful that are running like nice shirts and good shirts, and we know, most of them we all watch. So I feel like, yes, it's getting saturated, but I also feel like a lot of people are selling $1, $2, $3 shirts because they may or may not know what's really great or what's not. So, and it's I mean, we didn't when we first started either. Like our first auction was good because, we had the YouTube support and everybody came over and it was awesome, and we really appreciated it. But then like our second auction was good. And then by like the fourth or fifth auction, we started to tank quite a bit. We went from making $300 or $400 to making $200, $100 to $200. So, and that's kind of our average. We're right around to $250 to $300 pretty much every auction now, because we know what sells and what doesn't. And that's kind of what everybody kind of has to figure out. But I don't think it's that. I don't think it's saturated with enough people that know what they're doing. To answer your question.
I mean, I'm probably one of those people right now because I still don't know. This is gonna be my first t-shirt auction.
But you're never gonna know unless you do have the experience of watching us two.
Yeah.
So, and you do also watch other people that may or may not know what they're doing, and you could kind of compare. Like, you knew enough to do XL and above, which I wish I would have known that going into my first auctions, because it would have saved us a ton of time selling all those mediums and smalls for $1, rather than so that there you do have a little bit of a leg up on other people, but you'll get it. I mean, it's same idea, really.
Yeah, and something I'm gonna try too, which I think we mentioned this probably like 4 weeks ago, that probably don't even remember, that you don't see any of the women clothing auctions like at all.
No. So, and I'm very curious.
I did.
So that's what I was gonna tell you.
Did?
I mixed it Friday.
Oh yeah, you did.
Well, for mine, it's gonna be all women's clothing because I did a bulk buyout from another reseller that I know. And I didn't get to it. I don't really want to post it because it feels like it's a waste of time. I already made my money back with it, so I'm basically broken even. So whatever I sell it for is going to be profit, and that's all I care about. And there's probably like 150 pieces that I'm going to end up putting up.
Is it new? So new stuff?
Some of it's new, and some of them's used. So it'll be a good little learning lesson from me to you guys if you want to see how I'll do.
I'm curious. Yes, I'm very curious, because it could be just like the women's shoes thing, but I feel like there is still a market for that, because I mean, we bought all that women's clothes off of Mark and sold them on eBay, and they weren't very, they weren't high-end brands. They were New York and Company and JCPenney brands and stuff like that, but they were brand new with tags, and they sold really well. So it's very possible that and it's also very possible that there's a lot of people starving for that type of sale. So you may actually run into a lot of people that have been waiting for something like this.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the only thing is I would have to put it under streetwear because I'm technically not approved under any other category.
It's still streetwear, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I think so. So Val says, I have a slight advantage because I have a lot of exposure to autism in the household. This, let me say, cool. If he's talking about your troll, if you do that, I'll do what I do. Have seen what I'm doing work and what you want to do fail, but I'm not going to stop if you're going to believe that the belief that is that strong. It's true. Kristen's here, going to try and list tonight. Hi, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
It's exactly what you guys are doing. Sarah thinks it's saturated. You have to run rapid fire too. People hate it when you just sit and ask what to run.
Yeah,
and that's actually what I was going to tell you guys. Because, like I said, I'm going to other auctions to try to learn from other people, but I cannot stand their auction for any more than 2 minutes. One, because they're either cussing. Two, they're either smoking on camera. And three, they have extremely vulgar language during the video. I was like, how can people even stand this? Especially with the smoke. It's like you're basically getting a shirt from a smoker's house.
No.
How do you think nothing's gonna smell in the package?
No, that's not good. Yeah. The running rapid fire, we got compliments on Friday about it. We got a couple people that are like, I love what you're doing. Like, you're not wasting any time. You're getting things up and down. And I'm like, yeah, you don't want to talk. Like, if you want to talk to me, I have a YouTube channel. You can come talk to me. You know, but this isn't where I'm going to conversate with people. I'm not going to be like, hey, how's it going? Let's talk about the weather. Have anything good for dinner tonight? Like, no. There's the shirt. It's up. It's ready to go.
I know.
And also with you guys saying having your somebody else help you, that really is a huge help. I only got to worry about the auction, and then my girlfriend helps me. She writes down the names of everybody who won because I have whatnot running on my big screen, so she could see who won and she writes the name. But she's a huge help, and I can see why you guys said have someone help you.
Yeah. I don't know, Jimmy, have you done it yet? I do recommend the computer running the auction though.
No, I'm scared.
It's easy. You just don't hit start auction, hit open. It's like open live or something like that, and it just pulls
I think you
up
just
a big
click
screen.
on the listing, right?
You do, but no, you go into your seller dash, you go into your account, and then it's under live streams, and then you click on the live stream, and then there's start stream. You don't want to hit that because if you hit start stream, it's going to use your camera on your thing. And then there's another button. I think it's like enter stream or view stream or something like that. As soon as you hit that, it pulls up everything. The cameras in the shots in the middle, chats on the right. On the left is search feature for the everything that's in the store, and you're done. It's super easy. So Sarah says you have to do 30-second start at $1 to get people into it. And that's true.
Yeah.
We started with a few women's shirt, and it seemed like it was a big hit, so got some more women's this Friday. There you go.
Quit telling the competition.
Kristen says, I got to watch more auctions to get it. I just hate auction shows. It struggles to find the auctions I like. That's true.
I mean, it really is hard, Kristen, because, I mean, that you really do have to find someone you like, and some people like that vulgarity, and I'd say a lot of people probably don't. But it's just the stuff that they have is what they really want. They just have to deal with the annoyance. I mean, that's just me personally, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with me on that part.
I can handle it if it's in the right context. Like if someone's irritated about something and they drop an F-bomb or they say the S word, that's fine. But if it's just every other word, or they're describing a shirt and they have to use the F word to describe the shirt or something, like that's when I start going like, it's probably not good. So yeah, but I can tolerate it from a few people because they're just they're using it as an emphasis, rather than using it as a an adjective, which is essentially what it is. So,
right.
Yeah, that there's certain people though. You're right. It's every other word for no reason whatsoever. And Angie agrees with you. Gulf Coast Picker in the house. What's happening?
Hey, Gulf Coast.
That's the reason I can't watch certain YouTubers too. Yeah, see. So we've got some plugs going on here.
Who's that?
That's somebody. Oh hush. And then there's Ed's.
I think YouTubers are more how do you call it? Oh, I lost the word. They're more
Professional?
yeah. I had a different word in mind, but it just went away from me. But we know not to do that kind of stuff during basically
some
on
of us do
camera.
though. I mean, I've been on some YouTubers, whatnots,
Yeah.
and they're cussing up just like everybody else. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
I mean, you can get away with it in certain contexts, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I choose not to do it on the channel because I don't want to single people out. You know,
Right.
and I don't want to take the people that don't want to hear that kind of thing and, you know, basically push them out of my channel for no reason other than I want to swear. And that's the dumbest reason ever to single somebody out because it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And that's kind of my reasoning behind. But I think I've sworn on a whatnot auction before. I think when I drop something, I might have, you know. But for the most part, I think I actually had a shirt that had the S word on it, didn't it? And I had to say it.
yeah.
That's right.
Well, I mean, I can hear when you get frustrated. That's about it, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
How have your Poshmark sales been lately?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this now.
I'm actually depleting mine right now. I'm getting rid of it. I'm actually because it's all shirts, so I'm starting to move them over to whatnot now. So.
Yeah. So it was good last week. Real good. Like 7+ items in a day, and then like another 4 to follow, another couple, and then something happened, which I'm only assuming is some sort of stupid update to the algorithm from Poshmark, which I kind of know that's what the case is, because there's been a few people saying that they updated their algorithm to benefit certain people, and it's pretty much screwed everybody else over. And yeah, it's I don't know what they're doing. Like, I understand that they've been having problems and they're having money issues and things like that, but why screw with something? Like, if your income stream is steady the way it is, why mess with it?
Right.
Because all you're going to do is you're going to tank one half of your business and raise the other half instead of just trying to even them back out to where they were. You know, everybody's kind of figured it out. Like, you know, everybody here knows how we used to be able to sell things on Poshmark. And now it's irrelevant, basically, what we're doing. Like, there's going to come a point where I'm going to do what Jimmy's doing, and I'm just going to start purging, because if I'm one sale every weekend and 3 sales during the week, it's not worth it. You know, because you're investing money into Posher VA, I'm investing money into Posher VA, and it's not worth spending $25 a month on if I'm not selling anything.
I actually pay for the 3 months.
No, well,
but
same
I mean,
idea.
For
Still,
me,
yeah.
I'm actually still getting some sales, and I actually
Are
have
you?
a funny. Yeah, I mean, I got 2 today, which was a pair of Adidas running shorts and then some sandals, and then I think that Thursday or that week itself, I got like 7 sales in one day, just like you did, and maybe it was before they did whatever change they did.
Whatever they did started on Friday. Like, it seems like, because we had like 4 sales on Thursday, Friday 0, Saturday 0, Sunday today we had 1. So whatever they did started on Friday, and we've got some answers here. So first we'll say hi to Stacy. Hi, Stacy.
Hey,
Thanks
Stacy.
for stopping by.
Stacy.
People slip in and out. Yeah, it happens. I mean, everybody's accidentally sworn. They had a fireside chat where they said the lowered sales isn't them, it's COVID.
I mean, I heard about that fire chat sale, and I'm pretty sure it was like a Posh Ambassador 2 thing, but I completely missed it. I was like, I don't care about any of that.
Okay.
Plus, it looked boring.
I can't comment on it. So I can't. Not without really, really getting angry. So I'm just gonna move on. They're totally rolling out their own sharing service that will charge for it, and then fix their algorithm. Oh. So that's
I mean,
what they're doing. It's
if
not
they
stupid.
do. No, I think I would still go for Posher VA because of that offers to likers. That's the main feature.
Yeah, but they might block out other ones.
I think so. Yeah. Block them.
I don't know.
But see, if everybody has that, it's no good. Then it's going to end up being like eBay promoted listings.
Yep.
Like, there's going to be a sliding scale. There's going to be some version of something that keeps it keeps your stuff at top of the list and everybody else's. So everybody's going to be kind of on an even playing field, which is cool. But it's like everybody here has already figured this all out. Why didn't you just leave it the way it was?
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah.
But I do have a funny Posh story, though.
Go for it.
So I think it was on, let me see, when was it? I'm pretty sure it was on Monday of last week. I have a Carhartt, or I had a Carhartt fishing jacket, like a heavy duty, really good. I had it for $100. Sold for full price. I was happy. Awesome.
Wow.
Go to sleep. I was gonna pack it up first thing Monday morning because that's when everything was happening. That I was going to work later, so pack my items in the morning, drop it at the post office, go to work. I got an email saying, "Oh, can you please cancel this order? I ordered it by mistake." So I was like, in my head, I'm like, for $100, I'm not doing that. I packed it up, printed the label out, scanned it at the kiosk, and then I shipped it, and then I messaged, I can't do it. I already shipped it. And then, so after that, no response, and I got paid for it already. So I'm like,
wow.
Oh, I figured it was gonna be like, okay, now I want to return this.
They can't.
That's true. Yeah,
I mean, they could try, but there's no valid reason.
Right.
That's true.
Unless they tear a hole in it and say that there was a hole in it, but then even still, they probably wouldn't let it come back.
Exactly.
So no, you're probably in the clear. I mean,
yeah. But I was like, for $100 sale, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ship it out first, and then I'll reply.
Rosie says they said they had overall more sales on the site, but I'd love to see. Yeah, I don't see that being. I see that being. Well, Rosie, let's put it this way: they blamed slow sales last quarter on COVID, so I don't think you could trust much of anything they say. Hi, Swamp Picker. Thanks for stopping by.
Glenn.
Hey, Mark. Thank you.
Hey, Mark, you're missing a lot of great stories.
Mark,
what's
up, man?
Yeah, you totally are. Mark must have got a couple sales all of a sudden and realized we were live and probably complaining about something. So, we've been relatively drama free with our eBay and or our Poshmark and other things because it's I don't know why. And I'm knocking on wood because I don't want it to stop. But we really haven't had too many like weird things happen, and our returns are next to zero at this point because we changed to buyer pays return, and it was it's pretty much gone away. So yeah, whatever's happening is happening. I'm just happy that it's no. Now they're saying it's because COVID is over and people aren't shopping online. That's a load of crap.
Yeah,
I was at a multi-family auction. It's a sore subject, Mark. Even though all my other platforms are the same or better. Yeah, exactly. Same. Like Macari is taken over Poshmark at this point because we get at least 3 to 4 sales every couple days. Well, we had 3 sales today on Macari. And then yesterday I think we had 2. Yeah, so I mean we're getting at least 1 or 2 sales on Macari where we're getting 0 on Poshmark at this point. So I don't know. It sucks too because that's the one that was starting to come like it. If I saw one that could potentially give eBay a run for their money, it was Poshmark, and I'm like I was really excited about Poshmark, and I still am. I just wish they'd get their stuff together and figure this out before they lose half of the site. So
I mean. For me, they really need to revamp Poshmark Ambassador 2 and make it something that's actually worth going for. Like, maybe the eBay Top Rated Plus, which I mean, I'm not going to do, of course, but just a regular eBay Top Rated where you at least get some kind of discount on the fee and, get rid of that exclusive online events. Nobody cares about that other than the bigger influencers. Like, I don't care about it. I didn't even know there was one going on.
Right.
And just make it easier to, I don't know, they just got to do something. But
yeah,
I mean, I think they still can. They just need to go away from whatever direction they're trying to go right now.
Yeah. Sarah invited Mark to a kids party on Whatnot. They were selling postcards. Yeah, their kids were in the background yelling and screaming. They went public way too early. It's going to kill their site. Yeah,
I mean, this is pretty bad right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, Ambassador 2 is just a way to get more analytics from resellers because it's almost exclusively resellers. That's true. Yeah. I don't know.
I've seen no benefit to it. It's still the same to me. I honestly can't even tell if I would have gotten the sales with or without it. But other than that gold badge, everything else seems kind of worthless.
The eBay top-rated seller program, I don't feel has a lot going for it either. I mean, you do get the little discount on your shipping, and you get a. What else do you get? Is that all? That's really all you get, right?
I
The
think
plus
that's, I
you
think
get-
that's the main thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
you get a little more, but
Yeah.
that's
You
not
get that-
worth it because then you have
Yeah,
to
you-
offer free returns, and you have to do one day shipping or less.
Yeah, you just get that little badge, and you get an extra 10% fees taken off.
Yeah, that's worth it for the top-rated seller, but then the top-rated plus, I don't think there's that much more.
Yeah, it's just those two extra things: the badge, and then an extra 10% fee off from whatever it is.
Oh,
So I mean
not
that.
worth it.
Yeah, I mean it's not worth it because can you imagine how many returns you'd be getting if somebody
Yes.
just doesn't like it?
Yes, and we used to get a lot, and
Right.
I'm glad we're gone. So, see, there you go. Glad you left, Mark. I got a few steals. Nice work. They were doing 5 cards at a time and all birthday and greeting cards, no high value or unique enough. I can buy all those all day long for less than a nickel. I need to come to the postcard auction. Yeah, you need to do it.
I mean, Mark, does that mean you're gonna do it, Mark?
Yeah,
I mean, we're
think you
waiting.
do. I think it's your time, Mark. Your
Yes.
time to shine, buddy. Let's see it. They had some linen later, and ephemeral lots that I got. Also, an old baby boom antique quintuplets. I don't know what that
Nice.
is. I think the RPPCs would draw the people. Maybe. I'm. You just step up to the. What on me? You know, you got to do it. Just take the plunge, Mark.
Come to the dark side. Come on.
Mark. Start.
Just
your
imagine all the
whatnot
free
auction.
space you're gonna have.
I know, right? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, we
that's
need
the thing,
something
that-
to be like, come on, Mark.
Don't have anything.
All the cool kids are doing it, Mark. Come on.
Mark. Come to whatnot, Mark. You know you want to. Sorry. I knew that would work the best for him. He loves
How many
Cabbage
shirts
Patch.
have you sold in total, Jimmy, from since you started?
How many shirts? 300 and probably 40 some. Yeah, 340 some shirts.
Wow.
I remember you're saying you got just a huge pile for whatnot.
I still do.
Mhm, he does.
and I just added more this weekend.
Yep.
Is that Woolrich going on?
Man, I'm gonna put that on eBay or see. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing with my Poshmark stuff. Putting that kind of stuff on there. Start
Smart.
marketing it that. Yeah,
It actually does sell well. Believe it or not, Macari does pretty well with stuff like that too.
yeah, it's actually.
You just got to watch it with Macari's shipping because the calculated USPS and UPS can get a little wonky every now and again.
Yeah.
Especially if you go into priority on Macari. It's awful.
It's gonna sound weird, but I haven't read the instructions yet. Can you wash those things normal or
That Jordan jersey?
no? That's new. I still got the tags, but no, the Woolrich. Can you wash this normal?
I don't know. I don't even know what a Woolrich is, to be perfectly honest with you.
Is it 100% wool?
Yeah, it says made in USA, but as far as I got with it,
Look down at the bottom right, bottom like on the sides.
On the inside.
The seam
Is there
running down
another
the
tag?
inside. Yeah, there should be a washing tag.
well, the only problem is I didn't realize this until we got it home. Like, I swear there was probably like a cat inside this thing. Oh, there it is. I was like, I had to be that guy to finally find a Woolrich. You know, Woolrich is
know-
a good brand, Adam. If you want to know.
Okay.
I know for those you do have to air dry them though.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Good call, Adam.
There you go.
Machine wash separately, warm water, line dry or tumble dry, low heat.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So it's not 100% wool. So Not working. No. Stop abusing my cabbies. I was thinking about doing a Lego auction. I saw OBX Picker do one, Rosie, and if you can have them separated and know what everything is, he did really well on it. Really well. I've got like 100+ minifigs from this big lot I just got. Yeah, he did minifigs too, and he did pretty well.
Aren't those the only really desirable ones from Legos, the minifigs?
He was doing like incomplete or complete sets out of the box in like bags, and he was like, this is, you know, he'd have a picture of it or something that he printed out, and he's like, this is the airport whatever, you know, with the minifigs in it or whatever, and then he would sell it that way. He was also selling just minifigs, and he was doing like 3 minifigs for one money, those kind of thing, or, you know, and then like if it gets up over $10, I'll add this one in, that kind of thing, and it was working. And I was surprised at how much he was selling these things for. I mean, just out of the box loose Lego sets he was selling for 20, 30, 40 bucks, and then like 3 minifigures were going for like 30, 40 bucks too. And I think it's just all in what you got. You know, if you got Star Wars or something insane, I think you can actually do real well. I think you should, Rosie. I have an inventory of 50,000 cards I could do, just not mature enough for me. Fun Macari hack: if you don't adjust the shipping from their suggested, and it should be more, you don't get charged. There you go. That's interesting. Really? I didn't know that either.
I didn't know.
Maybe if I buy a bunch of shoes and stick postcards in them. There you go. That could work. So if they charge you the first class and you send it and it weighs 3 pounds, they eat it. I didn't know that, but I need to. Your wife's going to handle washing that.
Yeah, see, she slapped my hands. Like, get away from it.
Yeah. Best I could do with Legos is sort by color.
Yep.
Legos is crazy worth it for 8 to 10 a pound unsorted. Yeah. By color, it can be 10 to 15. There are sets that go for hundreds. Yeah, I agree. I think you should do it. I think you'd be surprised. You get a couple really diehard collectors in there and you're good to go. And you know a lot about Legos too, so you can kind of speak the language. That's one of the biggest problems why I don't do like Pokemon cards or Magic cards, because I just don't know what I'm talking about. So
yeah. And then people are gonna be calling you out on the auctions like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, that's right. Not so shorty resells in the house. Good evening.
Well, that's why when I done action figures, I basically stuck with Ninja Turtles, because I know Ninja Turtles like, because at first, like, I'll sell like a few of them loose, and then when Raphael came, I said, you know, he had his size and stuff. They're like, oh, he knows, you know, it's cool. Yeah. Then they started talking that lingo. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. Just let them go in the chat.
With it seems like with action figures though, even if you don't know your stuff, because my action figure auction, I didn't know half of the stuff I was auctioning off it, and people were like, oh, that's this, or that's from Dragon Ball Z, or that's from this, or that's from that, and I'm like, great. Does anybody want it? And we did pretty well on that auction. And I had no idea what like those hero clicks that I sold a whole bunch of. Like, I don't know anything about those things. Like, I can tell you what the Marvel characters are, like a few of them, but like the vast majority of them, I had no idea what they were. And people were like, oh yeah, I know what that is. So I just put likes together and just be like, here, this, and people were buying them. So I'm in. I mean, I'll do it all day long. But the Lego ones, I feel like if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to start auctioning off stuff that's super duper common and not worth really your time to auction off. So that's what kind of worries me about Lego. That, and we don't really buy Legos, to be honest with you, which we probably should.
I mean, if you were to happen to come by a big tub and you know that you can auction off, would you at least try it if it was a good price?
Absolutely. There isn't anything. I'm trying to think, but anything that's legal that I won't try to sell for money.
I know one, actually. I do know one that
you
wouldn't.
Do? Oh, yeah. What's that?
Another pair of 40-inch candles.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, I will, because I know the tops come off now, thanks to you two. Why didn't you just take the tops off? You could have told me this 4 weeks ago.
I tried. You were ranting. I was like, it's going to cost me $140 to ship this thing out. I was like, all right, just let him go. He'll figure it out. He figured it out.
Never did. No, you're probably right, though. I probably won't buy those. But blow molds are just too good to not. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like that McDonald's Fisher Price thing that we sold 2 of. Like, that's a pain in the butt to ship.
Yeah, it is.
But man, it's $500 or $300 or whatever that thing's worth. Nah, I'll figure it out. Like, no problem. I'll get it there. But yeah, there's just certain things that I mean, there's almost nothing I won't sell for profit if I can get away with it. So, John from Popeye's Postcards doing a Whatnot postcard auction tomorrow night. So, nice. Are you going to be in on that one, Mark? Y'all. I'll help you out whenever. I think I bought the most of them. No. I listed over 50 brand new action figures. Just got in today. Mandalorian, Cobra Kai, Marvel, and The Witcher. I actually know all of that except for The Witcher. I don't know what The Witcher is. Does anybody know what The Witcher?
Yeah, it's a Netflix show.
It's Netflix show.
Yeah.
You just don't want the chat. See you guys.
It's a video game.
He's hanging his head right now.
I'll just be over here if you guys need me. Just let me know.
It is based off of a book too. Just saying.
Is it
a book, video game, and then they went to Netflix and it become hugely popular?
Is it Game of? Well, why am I still doing this? Is it Game of? I forgot. Is it Game of Thronesy?
Kind of. I mean, I've never seen it, but
it's an actually decent show. And
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I was only watching it because my girlfriend had it in the background, so I was like, "Oh, it looks interesting."
I try not to compare those kind of shows because you offend people too when you do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I want to say it's kind of like a Lord of the Rings type, and then people are like, "No, it's not." I'm like,
It actually isn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it like.
Now we lost Ed.
No, it's gonna be my wife here pretty soon. So it's like, she loves The Witcher, but no. I mean, that's like the theme of it, the
genre.
Yeah, the genre. Yeah, thank you.
I really liked Game of Thrones until the last 2 seasons, which I think is the general consensus on Game of Thrones. Like, I actually saw somebody, like, they were like, if the Game of Thrones series was an animation, it would look like this. And it was like a horse, and the back end of the horse was perfectly drawn. And then the front end of the horse started to get like to this stick figure, and then it just got progressively worse as it got to the front. And I was like, wow, that is the most accurate depiction of Game of Thrones. Because it was the last 2 seasons until the last 3 episodes. And even the last 3 episodes, no spoilers here, but the last 3 episodes stunk awfully. Like, the ending was just like, it was like the writers were like, he didn't write the end of the books yet, we don't know what to do, so just end it. End it. Who cares how it ends, just end it.
That's what I kept hearing.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, but it's good because it ends, but that's the only thing good about it. Like, it doesn't end the way anybody wanted it to end. So that's what action figure people can be special with what they want. That is true. If you can get them cheap, it's worth it. If it's all Legos, the second part is when there's a bunch of fake Legos mixed in. See, I think the problem I would have with Legos is sorting them like that. Mm-hmm. That would get I don't even know how you'd know. Like, what if you get a bunch of, like you said, a tub, and there's a bunch of different sets mixed into there? How would you be able to distinguish? You'd basically have to put them all together.
I'm pretty sure there's always going to be other, like, Mega Blocks mixed in together with Legos, and probably most of them probably would be Mega Blocks instead of Legos. So, I mean,
yeah. Sarah would do blow molds again. See? Angie will sell anything that isn't immoral or illegal, otherwise game on.
Right. What would be immoral?
Immoral? It depends on your morals, really. Like, I know a lot of people that won't sell like a marijuana leaf shirt or stuff like that. So
Got it.
I will. I'll gladly sell it.
No,
I sold one on Monday.
That's what I was joking around. On your whatnot, I was joking. Yeah. That shirt was cool though, man.
Somebody sent me a message on Instagram before the auction and asked me how much I'd take for it off auction, and I'm like, I can't now that it's on there. I'm like, but I hope you get it, and I'm pretty sure that's the person that got it. And, Tommy Chung, the Wheaties.
Yeah. Same with that.
I was wondering why that shirt was going for so much.
Yeah, oh no, it was.
It's a special shirt. Yeah, Tommy, it's a special shirt,
and it was bright orange.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of those special shirts here. I don't know why I didn't think of it actually.
They sell well for a couple reasons. One, it's not legal everywhere in the country,
right?
So there's there's still parts of the country that if you were walking down the street wearing something like that, you might actually get stopped and talked to or searched. So I feel like, a lot of people don't have access to that kind of thing, so they buy them online. So
I'm going to be looking out for those shirts now, especially that one that you had.
You can find a lot of them.
I'm pretty sure.
They might smell kind of funny, but you have to wash them a few times.
Yeah.
Smell kind of like Las Vegas.
And like you said, it was so bright orange, it's drawing attention to it.
Yeah,
so
and Tommy Chong was on it. That's
yeah.
the other big thing. So, I'm not even a big proponent of that kind of thing, but I watch Cheech and Chong. I love them; they're hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
So, your wife loves The Witcher. Yes, Popeye has over 1 million postcards and is the OG of postcards on eBay, so he will have a good draw. Oh, that would be awesome. Check that out. The worst is trying to keep up with the anime, especially for Pops. Yeah. I can imagine. It's a fantasy adventure show, and it is very good. No, I'm going to have to check it out. I wish I was home. I want to throw a pillow at Jimmy's head. There are advantages to being behind in the chat when there's one of these just camped out in the middle of the chat, because then you get to laugh about it.
Does people know who that is? Who's this woman?
Do you want me to block her? I sold the crap out of Wither keychains. Witcher keychains, $15 to $20 a sale. Wow. You don't pull out the minifigures and sell those loose Legos. Oh, and sell the loose Legos. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Sarah Adams says you're going to be doing Legos soon. What? Wheelchair. Oh yeah. Well, I was wondering. I'm like, why is she just saying wheelchairs? Yeah, I probably wouldn't sell medical equipment. I don't know that I'd like that all that much. But I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that do.
There are a lot of people that do.
Maybe Google Lens any pieces that look different than anything else, but generally you don't part out the sets unless you're crazy like me and realize a very expensive set is in there. Okay. Legos, models, and puzzles have to be sealed for me to deal with them. Yeah, I ordinarily I'm with you, Mark, but Legos seem like they're very lucrative, and it seems like there's a lot of money in Legos.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Plus, they're behind the glass at Walmart now, so you can't even get them. Well, at least here in my area.
I don't think they are here. They might be. I don't know.
Wait. I did? Okay.
Was that too many margaritas at Margaritaville?
I did take a 10-minute nap. Come on, man.
Oh, you're just trying to get me in trouble, aren't you?
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
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 Will I? But here, the more important question is will I take the free ones and try to resell them? No. I won't do that. But if I pay for it and it's like a vintage Bible or like a Old English Bible or something like that, I'll absolutely resell it. I have no problem reselling it. But like Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, and a few other church-based thrift stores do have Bibles that they give away for free. I will not take them and then go and resell them. That I will not do. So,
same. Yeah, I won't either.
But yeah. And I think we lost like half the audience right there, so that's good. You live in the hood when the Legos are behind the glass.
Yeah,
it's like almost every single Monday you guys always hear some kind of police helicopter fire alarm behind me. It was like, to me that's like, oh, it's just another day. It's like who got shot.
So around here, the latest thing, and I think this might be across the board with Walmart, but all the baby formula and men's razors have these things that you got to lift up, and there's cameras built into the shelves, because I guess that's the most commonly stolen things lately are the baby formula and razors. Well, razors are, first of all, I have an opinion about this, believe it or not. The men's razors things, they should let people steal those, because those people have been ripping us off for the last 20 some years. You can't tell me for 1 second that those Gillette blades cost them anywhere near to $35 for 4 of them. They're making them for 13 cents and they're selling to you they've been ripping us off for years. Harry's has come along and all those mail or online companies, and they're just putting Gillette out of business because Gillette's just been ripping us off. So I have no problem with people stealing them. Go ahead. I'm just not going to do
I'm going on strike.
That's right. That's why I don't shave.
I mean, you're lucky that you even could you yourself could still lift the glass. We have to call someone to actually come pick it up for us.
Oh, ours.
The baby
really?
Yeah, we ate the baby formula, the razors, the medicine, the protein powders for working out, deodorant, some shampoos, what else? And a bunch of other stuff that I can't even remember right now. Basically, 1/3 of our Walmart healthcare part is all behind glass.
That sucks. And you know how attentive those Walmart workers are, so you probably are waiting there for quite a while. You're like, I just want some Sudafed. That's all.
Yeah.
Please.
And our laundry detergent is also behind glass.
Why?
I don't know.
Are people ripping off laundry detergent?
Are they still eating the Tide Pods or what?
The Tide Pods, but I think what people are doing is they're bringing in their empty ones and hoping nobody sees them. They're bringing it up.
Oh yeah.
Some ingenious
So,
thieves out
I mean,
there.
I don't know
For sure. Who would have never thought of that?
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
Like Rosie said, if you're in the hood, the glass is going to be there.
If I get them, I throw them in a bag, and a guy at the flea market will buy them. Can you imagine shipping a wheelchair? I agree with Mark. Puzzles have to be sealed. Sarah's okay with Bibles and rosaries. Yeah, we sell rosaries. They sell well, actually. Might be being raised the way I was. It feels odd to even think about. Really? I don't know. I don't mind selling Bibles. I was raised Roman Catholic, and I don't know. There aren't too many people that go to Catholic school and come out of it going, man, I love being a Catholic. Like, most people are scared of priests, scared of nuns, and really fearful of doing anything wrong. So, I love how Ed just shrugs.
He's like,
Absolutely
it's
agree.
normal for me.
Absolutely agree with Pittsburgh Picker about the Bibles. I'll sell anything, Bibles, medical stuff, baby stuff, whatever, gotta eat. I gotta censor Rosie myself. They have to fund our stadium somehow. What stadium? The Patriots Stadium? Yeah, that's what she's talking about. Yeah. Well, Robert Kraft can bite me. But I thought Gillette was the best man. No. Well, they are. They're the best razors out there without it, but hands down. Have you ever, I mean, when I used to shave, which was many years ago, they were the best razors out there. And if you went to like a disposable or something, you nicked up your face, and because you get so used to shaving with a Gillette and you're just,
yeah, the Mach 3s. Yep.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, they're just, the amount of money they're charging for them is just awful.
Since everybody has, well, not everybody, but a lot of people, they're paying up to get the electric shavers. There you go.
Yeah. Well, and like from what I've heard, people that order from like Harry's and stuff like that have actually said that they're better than Gillette. And then Gillette all of a sudden just started dropping prices on some of their older stuff because it, like you said, the Mach 3 has been out since probably the late 90s. And it was so expensive for quite a while. And now all of a sudden they're lowering their prices because Harry's wiping the floor with them. And that's the same thing that happens to, the vast majority of, like, it's the same thing that happened to Blockbuster. They shrug off a company like Netflix thinking like, they're not going to touch us. Yeah, they're fine. But people want to come into a store and rent movies. Besides, look at all these great candies we have that have been here for 10 years. So, and then they shrug off stuff like that, and then Redbox comes in, and then Netflix comes in, and all these people come right after their business, and the next thing you know, there's one left, and it's basically a museum somewhere. I don't even know where it is. But, yeah, I mean, that's so.
Well, last one is in Bend, Oregon, and I actually went there to visit.
Is it still there?
It's still there, yeah.
But it's a museum, essentially, right? I mean, you can rent movies, but there's also like a bunch of Blockbuster memorabilia in there.
Yeah, there is. And then they have like a book there that you can actually sign, like, because some people specifically drive to Bend, Oregon for that reason. And that's exactly what we did. I did it with one of my friends. And they have a book that you can write what your journey was and the reason you came there. And you can still rent books. You could even get a member ID if you still want to.
Oh, I want one.
Same.
And then,
only if it's laminated, though.
It is laminated. It's still laminated.
Okay, I have one.
And then and the owner, she's really nice. She was talking to us for like a good hour because we told us like, yeah, we came from California and we just came here to visit Bend, Oregon for Blockbuster.
That's awesome. I think the one in Bend finally closed.
No, I think it's
no.
That would have been big news though.
Somebody's gotta Google that. That's either his camera died or
no,
he's really upset.
I'm crying right now. It's okay. I was
Jimmy,
thinking of a thrift trip. Come on. Okay.
Also, another good example of what you said would be maybe eBay ignoring whatnot. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, right. Because he lives in the country of California. It's not a country, not yet. Adam's on fire. Just saying that was Gillette's jingle on the commercial. Yeah, Adam hit puberty 5 years ago and stopped shaving. Thanks. I feel completely. I was raised in a strict Roman Catholic household. My mom still wears a veil to church. I'm not. Wow. I'm not strict at all. Yeah, it's hard to be strict going through all that. If Adam hit puberty 5 years ago, I'm cradle robbing. Sarah,
It's still open, by the way. It's not closed.
It's still open.
It's
Don't
still
worry, it's
open.
open. We found
It closes at 8 p.m. their time.
Ugh.
Done.
No. That's not a real Blockbuster. They used to close at midnight.
Right?
My brother went there last year before Christmas. Yeah.
I just sold
went
this
there
hat
before.
for $30, guys. If it would freaking sorry.
On
if it would-
Poshmark?
Yep. $29. Why won't you focus?
What a horrible time for. Oh, he's focusing on the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need another camera, but it's a Lake Tahoe
Oh, nice.
like a hat. But let me see. Maybe. Yeah, it's not gonna focus.
It's close enough. We can all
It's
see
good
it.
though. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
but yeah, so for $29 plus shipping,
See?
and I got
Nice.
that thing for 50 cents.
On Poshmark?
Yeah, it's all on Poshmark.
Nice.
And I actually have to take that
Alright.
down from eBay for it sells.
Ed, you're rubbing salt in the wounds, man.
Cohesive one. New name for me. Harry's are good, but they
Name.
try to push the subscription model. I can use the same razors for a long haul. Yeah. I have a similar thing going with my contacts. I use I can't remember the name of the brand. But I have a subscription with contacts, and I have probably 4 months worth of contacts in my house right now because I don't wear them every day. And so especially in the winter when I'm not really, going very many places, I don't put my contacts in too often, but I have to call them and skip a month here and there just to kind of stop them from sending me some. Waldo. That's right. Waldo's the name of the company.
Oh,
And
I thought you were calling you Waldo. I was like, oh, okay.
They're good. I like them.
I've never heard of Harry's, by the way, guys. So I have no idea what it even is. Actually,
Harry's is a razor company. So they bought like a factory. I want to say it's German, and they're basically selling the same quality razors that Gillette sells, similar, and they have different names for them. They have like a 3 blade, a 2 blade, a 1, whatever. And then what they do is they send you your first pack is like 3 of their razors plus the actual razor handle itself, and it's free. And then you sign up for their subscription service, and they send you refills every month to shave. So, and it's cheaper in the long run. If you buy, as many razors as they're going to send you every month in the store, it comes out to be cheaper, and they're the same quality, if not better. Some people say they're better. So just saying. Waldo Faldo we've been watching Family Matters. That's one of the people there. Skip until Christmas. Yeah. I love using Gillette razors. They're not just for the guys. Yeah, I've heard. All my fish food is on subscription. I finally got it scheduled right. Yeah.
Nice.
The subscription can be a little overwhelming sometimes, and I forget about things that I have on subscription sometimes, and like my Apple Card tells me every purchase it's made, and I'm like, oh, I gotta cancel that.
Same. I'm like, why do we have this?
Yeah.
And then you cancel it. You're like, oh crap, that's why I had it.
Yeah, I did that with my Xbox Live, my Xbox Live membership. I canceled it because I wasn't really playing it all that much, and then I got the Xbox Series S for Christmas, and I'm like, crap.
That's what I did with
Probably should have
PlayStation on the 4. When I had when I got the 5, I'm like, come on, why did I cancel it? I should have just left it.
Yeah, I did that with. Go ahead.
No, I just forgot that I still had my Nintendo Switch Online renewal on my card, and they just renewed. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about this, and I don't even play anymore.
Yeah, I gotta actually tamp down those too, because we have the upper tier one to get 64 games and a few other ones or something like that, and
Yeah.
I gotta turn that off, I think. But yeah, and that's the best business plan they have, because people forget about it, and you get charged that month, and you get charged another month, and next thing you know, you're like, I gotta cancel that, and you forget again, and you forget again. It's much like gym memberships. Same thing happens. So I don't know. But anyways, back to reselling, I guess.
Yeah.
So we did start selling those coins, and this is the first one we sold, which is what year was on this thing? 1878 Centivo from Mexico.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Super old. And like the front of it, I don't know if you can really tell how faded that is. It's supposed to be an eagle. But yeah.
I look like a boat.
Some of these
That's
are...
what I thought it was.
No, it's supposed to be like an eagle with a scroll and a something or other on it. But yeah, 50 centivos from 1873. So some of them are worth... This one coin sold for $23. So some of them are actually worth decent amounts of money, and it sold fast. It's just... It's worse than postcards. Like, you got to research every little detail, and some of them are, if you have a couple errors in there or something, like, you can make a fortune off of these things. But it's just great. Seriously?
Now, that's what I was going to ask. Did you have to like put a grade in, or did you just say
ungraded, circulated? That's really what we said with it.
Okay.
I mean, and like, I feel like with coins, you can kind of tell the condition of them pretty much.
Yeah,
from the pictures, right?
That scares me though. But I mean, I'll do it. I've sold coins.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have that many for sale right now. We're just kind of getting through them, and it's interesting. Sarah hates coins.
Did you get that from garage sale?
No, these were my grandfather's collection, and a lot of it. My mom gave it to us, and a lot of it we just want to sell because, they're collector value. But the ones that are silver and stuff, like the 90% silver, 40% junk silver, essentially, that's not going anywhere. So that's staying with us. So that's in the safe. And then the rest of it's, the rest of it's going to just be, she's ungraded, circulated, uncertified is how she's selling them. So
perfect.
How much would you be able to get if it was graded?
A lot more.
I'd say
significantly more. Some of these, especially like the error coins, the ones that were stamped twice, or the Hawaiian money, which I still don't know the history behind Hawaiian money, but there's money that was stamped Hawaii on the back. Like a dollar bill from the 50s says Hawaii on the back. Some of those are worth a lot of money. Some of the error, it seems to come down to errors, the mint. If it was a mint that didn't produce a lot, or mints that have closed, like San Francisco's mint, Hawaii's mint, those mints that have just gone by the wayside, those seem to be worth a little bit more money. And then like things that are just insanely rare, that just nothing, you don't see very often at all. So, but Sal's here. A heavy hello. Hi, Sal. Thanks for stopping by. Top 3 collecting hobbies in the USA: coins, stamps, postcards. There you go. I like how he always throws postcards in there. Yeah. Mark will grade it for $50 and I'll certify it. Sure you will. My mom has Hawaii bills. Oh, they're worth money. Believe it or not, they are worth money. But yeah, like silver certificates, things like that, those are worth decent money, but they kind of have to be in decent shape, and some of them aren't. It's interesting, to say the least. And it's a lot of research. Like, I basically just took all the coins that are like old, anything like early 1900s to 1800s. I took them all out and just put them like in places, and then all the silver went into one box, and then everything else, I don't know what to do with half of it. Like, because we've got probably 2 or 3, maybe 400 Kennedy half dollars post 65, so they're 40% plus silver, or they're nickel and copper, so they're not really worth all that much from a metallic standpoint. I don't know what to do with them, because it seems like 100 plus of those will sell for like $23-24 or something like that. And I'm like, it's almost worth it to cash them in, because once you pay for shipping and everything, it's not really worth it. So I don't know. I'll let you know. Keep you updated. But
Sounds good.
Yeah. Dietology.
Theology?
What is
No
it?
idea.
What are you just throwing out words now? No explanation. Just
Delta. Yeah. Not even trying.
no. Not even gonna try. So.
It's a tongue twister. Not doing.
Yeah. Jimmy, do you want to talk about your little fiasco, or
Oh, my whatnot. Yeah.
Because I want to hear it again.
Yeah. So I guess, because like you said, I have Jen who helps me, and she's always afraid to read the comments. I'm like, just read them. And then she types out what somebody says, and it like shows me, and I'm like in the middle of trying to sell a shirt.
And you're trying to read it.
I'm like, okay, if they want to cancel, they'll cancel. And I think I said it out loud, I don't care. I was like, well, they'll send me a cancellation.
Yeah, they have to. You can't cancel for them.
Yeah, so I just kept moving on. So at the end of the auction, I was actually working my way down of packing everybody's stuff, and because I ship out the next day, right? And well, I texted Adam, and I was like, wow. I was like, this guy actually wants a cancellation. I was like, do I have to send it? And he's like, he was like, well, Ed said you don't. I was like, I don't know, man. So I sent. Well, he said that he bidded by mistake. It was the wrong size. But I was like, but you outbidded.
Oh yeah, he ran it up.
He ran it up on purpose. So I was like, So I emailed whatnot, and they messaged me back fast. It was quick, and they're like, nope. He secured the bid. He knew what he was doing, and since he did that, he cannot rate you. Go ahead and just reject it if you want, and send it. So I sent the screenshot to Adam, so he has it too. And Adam's like, just for that, I'm never canceling his shirt. Well, so the funny part of this, right? So I was like, I think I was working on dog watches because he had 17 shirts, so I was getting those. I was trying to find a box for those, right? And so I rejected it, and his was the next one. And then all of a sudden, I get an email. It says that the dude wants to cancel it again. I was like, what is it? And then he puts in like real big capital letters, fraud, with exclamation points. I'm like, how is this fraud? You frauded me, man. You ran up my auction. And then,
yeah.
So I sent that to Adam. I was like, ow. He's like, Adam's like, what? He was like, send the shirt. Then, and I was like, all right. So I just get done packing it, and I didn't reject him yet. I just was kind of just like, what do I do? And Adam's like, just cancel the shirt, man. It's like probably not worth it. So I said it. I snipped that out and I sent it to whatnot. And I was like, look, man. I was like, now the guy's calling me fraud, so you guys can read it. So I'm just gonna send it to you. And they're like, okay, we'll take care of it. So
yeah,
I don't know what they're doing. I think they're gonna. I don't know.
Yeah,
probably just give him a warning.
And I try to go and block him personally, like Sarah said, and I can't. So I have to wait for him to come back.
You have to wait for him to come in. Yeah, and then I was looking for him.
But yeah, so I gave the name to Adam just so in case he did travel, because I was telling people, hey, Adam's auction is off here in half an hour. I didn't want him to show up over there and do the same.
He didn't.
Thing.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's interesting, and it wasn't that we didn't believe you, Ed. It was that was such a new thing that both of us were like, well, if he's right, then we should just never cancel anything. Right. But if he's wrong, we're in a lot of trouble. So, and my big thing is I don't want to lose that instant pay, because part of the way to lose the instant pay is get your rating kicked down. And I'm like, I'll just cancel it. I don't want to lose that ability. But after seeing whatnot tell him, no, have a nice day, I'm like, never canceling another shirt again. So if you buy something from me, it's coming to you, whether you want it or not. Yeah.
I mean, I other than, there's no way you can accidentally click that button unless you really just weren't paying attention and somebody was just pressing over and over.
Actually, you can. Well, not repeatedly, but you can do what Sarah did and have a catwalk on her iPad while she was watching an auction and bought something. And then she bought something from Jimmy once by accident because a cat walked over, and then she bought something from Shorty Resells recently because a cat walked over it.
Thank you, kitties.
Yes. So the kitties are going to have a Funko Pop, and they have a nice T-shirt that they snuggle with every night.
my 5-year-old son bid it on something for you guys too. It was like, I was like, oh yeah, $14 shirt. Thanks, James.
Sweet.
Appreciate that, man. Because I left it up on my computer and he was clicking the yellow, and I was like, well, then I got a notification I won. I was like, it's okay, it's fine. Thank goodness it was my size.
Yeah.
At least it didn't go to that person who shall not be named.
That's right. The person shall not be named. When you finish moving to the other room, you can use the room you're in as a coin room. Yeah, right. Current nickel has 8 cents worth of nickel in it. Don't discount them. Interesting. Didn't know that. Coins
Really?
are awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that. I have a whole bag of nickels. And I separated those out because I didn't think they had any value. The thing is the guy even said thanks, man, after he won the dang auction. What a jerk. Block him. I did it. Also, my cat's paw did it. That's right. Hey, cats like bobbleheads, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, fraud.
Can't make that up, could you?
No.
It was a $4 T-shirt.
It was a McDonald's T-shirt too.
It was
something.
He outbidded you guys.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like,
I'm actually surprised they were able to send more than just one cancellation request. Actually,
that's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, who else is canceling? I was freaking out.
Jimmy and Sarah both know this feeling. If you're
Oh,
falling
yeah.
asleep, it can happen.
Yeah, your forehead will bid.
There's actually an app that Sarah has for our cats that has little fish swimming around, and they'll tap on it, and the fish will go away. And so yeah, cat's paws do work on iPads. Just so you know.
Okay.
So, there is a possibility. I don't know about your bird. I don't think your bird can do it with the beak or anything. So you might be okay.
I'm
with
pretty
it.
sure, but they're outside, so
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about. I have to worry about my daughter doing that and just
Got
clicking the yellow, bright, shiny button over and over and over.
She will.
Next time we have a shirt auction, bring her over.
Oh God, no! You're just see a bunch of babbling from me, and then might end up selling a $100 shirt.
That was another thing I wanted to talk about with you, Jimmy. You had a guy that was outbidding himself.
Yeah.
Did you see this, Ed?
No, I didn't. But
Wait,
remember
before we go into any further, is this a person that could be potentially watching right now?
I hope not.
Is it somebody that you know, like comments on your channel stuff or my channel? Like
Me? No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I've only met this person through whatnot.
So literally, I'm watching Jimmy's auctions and like this Beastie Boys T-shirt he put up, and like it would go until like there was like 5 or 6 seconds left, and this guy would come in and he would be like at like $15. And then all of a sudden it'd be at $21 with the same person's name on it. And then it'd be at $24 with the same person's name. And I'm like, is he outbidding himself? And I'm like, no, I probably just missed it. Like maybe they hit the button at the same time and, somebody else's name came back, back and forth or something like that. So then I'm watching the next one and the same thing happened. And I'm like, he is outbidding. And then I texted Jimmy after the auction. I'm like, this dude's seriously outbid himself like 5 times. And he's like, yeah, he did. And I'm like, can you send him over my way?
Yeah, it
Please.
was. Well, and the one that he bid it up to $24 wasn't even worth $24. The one that Callie won was the one that was the more valuable one.
Right.
It sold for less, but I mean it still sold for about $20, which was fine. But
yeah, but it got from like 14 to 22 by one person.
Yeah, it was like
it's just crazy.
Because that's why I thought my phone was glitching, and Jen was watching on the computer, and she's like, "I think he's bit," because she was whispering to me. So I was like, "All right, well, let him go."
I mean, yeah. Could you send him over? And I guess Ed, you got it too. Someone did that on Ed's first shoe auction.
Yeah. I did. I think my highest was like $20 or $22, and it was the same person bidding it up. And you even mentioned that to me, I think, after my auction ended.
Oh yeah.
Bidding against himself. Unfortunately, they didn't show up for my second one, but I was like, sweet.
Please come back, whoever you are.
Right.
All 3 of us are on Whatnot. Please visit all of us.
I'll find every single Beastie Boys shirt I can find. Because one was a repop and one was actually from a concert. That's where it was. The one that was the repop went for 24, and I'm like, I even said this was a repop. I even said it when I hung it. I said, but the one later on will be a real one because my uncle got it from a concert, you know.
Yeah.
So,
The best is when I woke up and Jimmy was bidding on the one I wanted at like it was like 2 a.m.
oh, the what shirt was that?
I don't even remember. Dog paws also work according to Kirsten. Everybody's laughing. All collectors have the quirks. Have you ever dealt with card people, sports cards or CCG?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And it's difficult. It's very difficult.
It was the Michael Bolt 1994 tour shirt.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sarah, the hobby of collecting cigarette cards is known as cartophilia. Cartophilia? Also. Interesting.
I didn't know there was a name for it.
Knowledge is power. Don't knock it, pay it forward. That's right. You got to. Ed, how much tape did you use for your first Whatnot auction pack?
So for my first one, I was still treating it like I do with my
Probably this much.
see, I don't.
No, this is a box of eBay tape.
Oh, I see. No, so for my first auction, I was still having that eBay or the other marketplace mentality. It's like, all right, I'll package it nice and use bubble wrap and the way I normally ship things.
Mm-hmm.
When I finished it, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do this every time. So my second one, all I did was put a bubble wrap in the bottom of the box, put all the shoes in, the bubble wrap on the top with the packing slip. You're good to go. But have you seen my recent Instagram picture? I did use a lot of tape still.
Yeah, you do.
Mainly because the two ones that somebody bought 9 pairs and another bought 7 pairs. I had to Frankenbox 2 of the large priority mail boxes, and those both weighed over 10 pounds. And I don't trust eBay tape to be able to handle that much weight.
Yeah, I can understand that. By the way, Jimmy, where'd you get this?
What's up?
This is the tape gun, the Darke County Picker tape gun.
It's from the Darke County Picker, man.
Yeah, but I mean, where did you get the tape gun? Because I need another one.
Oh, from a company called BGR.
No, dude,
They're a packaging company in Cincinnati, but
yeah, well, then I'll have to find it somewhere else.
you want me to?
Yeah, maybe we'll talk offline about it. I thought
Let
you
me
got
look
it on
around. I
Amazon.
may have another one. To be honest with you.
All right.
So I
I
bought some because I kept losing them because it's not really that big of a tape gun.
Yeah. Here's a tip. No offense to Superfast Tortoise, but try not to deal with magic people in person. Lots of them stink. You're going above and beyond with the packing slip. Yeah. So
I am.
But I put them in too.
There's my other one has the priority tape on it.
Yeah. So did you call the number?
Yeah.
And it actually worked?
Yeah.
We gotta do that.
I never got the number.
Yeah, I just tell them I need a case. It's on the website, Ed. I'm joking.
On the website? I don't know.
See, we got a boat.
She's gonna send the number right now.
Thank you.
You might as well just put it in the chat.
Yeah, just put it. Yeah, it's 800 now.
She's doing it now.
Just tell them you want a case.
Everybody stand by if you want the number to get the priority tape, but you have to prove that they will ask you, or they will try and monitor. I think you have to use priority service quite a bit.
I've used it quite a bit.
All they asked me was, I can't put it on first class. I can't use it like normal tape.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
obvious.
And I'm like, yeah, because it says priority all over it. So
we have these stupid stickers that I use those to stick bubble wrap together most of the time. I put in packing slips. Swamp Picker puts in packing slips. Packing slips are so 1990s. Oh, how I love Sarah. We're waiting.
I mean, I don't see the point of those packing slips at all, but I know we got to do it for some weird reason.
I don't think you do. Like I said, 50% of the orders I get, some of them have it on there, some of them don't. But it's a giant waste of packing slip or what am I? Labels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's the problem. But you could just print the last page of there's the phone number. That's the USPS phone number that you call to get the priority tape. So I use the tape on Poshmark packages sometimes. Yeah, I would totally use it. The ID tape for plain packages. Yep. I do like now that my other tape. Oh, great! It's stuck to packing paper. Now that my other tape gun has the duck on it, with a blade that can actually cut it, it's so much nicer.
It is.
But this U-Haul, for those of you that have U-Haul, don't buy this. It's junk. It's the worst tape gun on the planet. So don't buy it. Just saying. So just tell them you ship over 100 priority packages a month. So there you go. I got a postcard today in a plain white envelope, and the person stamped non-machinable on it and do not bend. Guess what the machine barcode is? Oh, God. Was it bent? I'm always curious. I'd love to, like, nobody that I know has ever bought a postcard off of us. You bought a picture off of us, Jimmy. Mm-hmm. And did it come kind of roughed up or no?
It was perfect.
I'm always curious because, like, our... I can't show you the other side. Well, I guess I can if I just put my hand over it. Like, we label them do not bend, you know, and that kind of thing. But I'm always curious as to what they look like when they actually get here, because I feel like, just like you said, like with the for some reason, every time we get a box from Ed, they beat the crap out of it. And it's almost like because of the amount of tape that's on it, it's a challenge for them. And they're like, let me see if I get this to open before it gets there. So
every single box.
Every one.
Well, so I got your guys' shirts in today, and the one whole side of that thing is all caved up. But
really, maybe it's my post office. I think you know what it probably is. They probably hate us because they have to pick up so many packages from us every day. So maybe that's why.
It was probably my mail lady. She probably threw it up against the door.
Probably not
like
bent. You know what they say: if you can't duck it. I got one from Mark. It was fine. Yeah, that's true. If the envelope will fit in a regular mailbox, the carrier will not bend them to stuff it in the box. Too big, they bend. Yeah, that's true. Do not bend does nothing, but it does give the customer a warm and fuzzy. That's right. That's true. I got 2 packages from Rosie. Both had giant holes in them. Yeah, I mean, I think it's our mail guy. He hates us. He probably kicks it. He probably Ace Venturas it on the way here. So.
I mean, other than that one package I sent you on Instagram, all the other packages I get from you, they always come clean. It was just that one box that seemed like came really bad.
Beat the crap out.
It was.
Yeah. Luckily, one of these days, I'm going to send you like a mug or something and see what happens. Put fragile stickers all over it and see what they do.
Oh, that'd be funny. But I'm pretty sure they're going to beat the S out of it.
I'm going to try. We might have to try something.
So maybe it got stuck on the conveyor belt, because I've seen some boxes get shredded up on those conveyors where they just keep.
Yep. They just
and then they'll go up there and they'll kick it like, go on.
Yeah, they hate us. Rosie's post office has decided they're only coming to my house twice a week. Are you serious? What
can they do that?
Can they? Yeah. What happened? Don't they take an oath? Rain or sleet or snow or hail, that kind of thing. I thought that's how it started.
If it don't mean it.
Yeah, obviously, if they got to throw in, unless it's on a Wednesday or Friday when we're not coming.
Oh, no.
Jimmy's package came. It was bent up, but all good, and so did Adam's, but it was perfect. Okay, we can't figure this out. They probably punt them into the truck, cussing at how far, how many packages they have to pick up every day. Probably. Postcards are made to be mailed. Shoes are not. Yeah, but shoes make it. Both pair of shoes were fine.
And no matter how much you beat them, they're still going to be fine.
Do you put packing material in with yours, or you just throw the shoes in the box and like?
Well, for my regular
I know
orders,
you said you were, for your regular ones, not the one-on ones.
Yeah, for my regular orders, I did it the exact same way I sent you those Jordans, bubble wrap, and then tape the S out of them.
Okay. That makes sense.
For whatnot, for my first one, I did it that way, and then I realized I'm just wasting material, so I'm just doing one on the bottom, one on top, and that's it. I care less at that point.
With shoes, with me, if they fit in the shoe box from the priority, I put the shoes in, then I just fill the top with packing paper and I'm done with it.
Just do the shake test. Done.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I don't even do that. I actually just do the bubble wrap, and I don't even put any extra packing material. Just in there, boom.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because I was doing it that way too, but I'm like, what's the point? It's still gonna get there fine.
Yeah, sure.
As far as I know, I haven't had no problems lately or ever, so that's good.
Rosie says, I put in a request every day and they only come Monday and Wednesday. I complained when I dropped off my packages and they told me the mail carrier was old.
Okay.
I'd be like, well, you guys are getting old, so fix your stuff, man.
That's like Poshmark blaming sales on COVID.
Right.
next Poshmark meeting, they're going to blame it on Russia.
As well.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be. If they are leather, I use packing paper to make sure they don't rub. Other than that, I don't do anything. If I could save 10 cents for mailing a postcard, that's $100 saved for every 1,000 mailings. Accurate. It's a long way to look at it, but yeah. Mark definitely playing the long ball here. But yeah. I like postcards. Apparently coins you can use. If it's under $20 with coins, you can use eBay standard envelope too, but if it's over $20, you can't. Which is kind of cool. But I don't understand why they haven't opened up that category, because there's plenty, like pins or pictures are another good example. Photos, like why are there so many restrictions on this category? I don't understand it. I mean, unless it's like a legality thing, but technically, like if Ed was like, "Hey, can you send me a picture of your wedding or whatever?" I could throw it in an envelope and put a "Do Not Bend" sticker on it, and it would go. So I don't understand why they haven't opened up this category to basically anything that's less than an inch thick, or half inch. What is it? A half inch, I think, something like that. Anything that's under 3 ounces and less than under a half inch thick should just go standard envelope across the board. There's no reason why they should change it, or why they should.
I think it's just the way they process the mail. Maybe it's different machine for different things. So even if it's just by a tiny bit more up, it's like, oh, can't go through the machine, so we gotta charge you regular first class now.
Yeah, I get that, but what I was saying is like, if it was outside of eBay, I could send any of these things to you with a stamp. Like a good example is those nails that Jen and Sarah sell, like these. They're flat. They're under 2 ounces. You should be able to send, like if I was just sending, if your girlfriend contacted Sarah and said, "Hey, can you send me this?" She could stick this in an envelope, throw 2 stamps on it, and mail it to you. Why can't eBay do the same thing with this standard envelope thing?
Right.
It's beyond me.
Because they need to make money off shipping.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe. So
yeah, it's just annoying though.
Luis is here. What's
Hey,
happening?
Luis.
Oh, is it? His ears are burning.
Yeah,
Hey, Luis.
Right. In the last year, I've saved apron 50 cents on cutting down mailing to a sleeve, envelope, and stamping my logo. I have free labels. Saved approximately 50 cents on cutting down mailings to a sleeve. I got nothing on this one, Mark.
Oh, I see.
I think
I think I get it, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Just putting it in a sleeve, putting it in an envelope, and then stamping it, and that's it. I'm guessing that's what he's talking about.
Maybe. Yeah, I got nothing on that one. You made my head hurt, Mark. I thought I was misreading something, but I wasn't. Or stickers. Why can't those go? Yeah. I just don't get it.
Right.
I don't know. But like on Etsy, it seems like you have a choice. Like if it's under 3 ounces and it's thin enough, you could send it with their standard envelope. It doesn't matter what it is. Because we can send photos through Etsy on standard envelope, which is kind of awesome. But we just can't sell anything on Etsy because Etsy's slow. And everybody hits the favorite button. So the favorite button, if somebody hits a favorite, which is essentially like hitting like on Poshmark or Mercari, or watching something on eBay, but the noise on the Etsy app for someone hitting the favorite button is the same noise as the "you just sold something" noise. So think of if every time somebody watched something on eBay, you got the cha-ching sound. That's essentially, so every time we hear ding from Etsy, we're like, is it now? Someone just favorited it. So super annoying. Super annoying. So Kristen's trying very hard to list tonight. It doesn't sound like it's going well. What are you listing?
Right.
I mean, I have a lot to list, but I just couldn't do it. I actually took a nap before the live because I was out of it. And I was like, oh crap, it's time. I even forgot we were doing the live because I was that tired.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at the time. I was like, and then I was looking. I was like, well, we didn't get a notification that was going to be late, so maybe he's just going to pop on it. And boom, there he was. It's like, oh, there's Ed.
Yeah, because I didn't eat all day, so I had to eat something.
Yeah. Etsy's tracking only has scans for 15% of the letter mailings. eBay standard envelope is about 80%. I don't care if it gets scanned. I just care that it gets there. I'm listing postcards and squishmallows. That's right, she is. We got some Halloween squishmallows, and Sarah's hacking through her giant pile of postcards. We did also, we were watching that, you might have saw Sarah showed it on last night, that high bid auction that was going on. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of ephemera, and like, I understand that like most of these people that do these auctions aren't really all that great at figuring out shipping prices, but we've got 10 pounds of ephemera roughly, but it's all probably about this thick in total. Wow. And then Sarah was like, you know what, just ship it to me, because we didn't really like driving all the way up to Grove City. And so they charged us $40 to ship it. And I'm like, I feel like you could have shoved that in a medium flat rate box and just moved on with your life and charged us the $15 for that. But, and I don't know. I was like 40. So what they did was they stuck it in a regular priority box, weighed it. It weighed 10 pounds, and they were like, 10 pounds at this, and it's $43.
It probably went to the post office actually just to get retail too.
I guess.
Gee, Christmas.
Yeah. So right now I'm listing a pair of boots and an American Girl doll and some Doc sandals. There you go. Okay. And squishmallows. Nice. I don't know. I know somebody that sells squishmallows. I can't remember who it was though.
Yeah, me neither. Those are Barry going whatnot too. Barry Blizzum.
There you go. Jimmy's gonna be. You're gonna see it like 3 weeks from now. Everything behind Jimmy's gonna be gone.
God, I hope.
Just a white wall.
I would love it. I would love it.
You should.
But it's weird.
I was gonna say you should do buy a $50 T-shirt, get a free pair of sandals.
No, slippers.
The slippers.
I wonder if those slippers would sell.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to try some. I'm gonna try a few of them. Just try it, but no, I've been selling normal stuffed animals on eBay, and not my squishmallows. I'm like, what's going on here?
I think the bottom's starting to fall out.
I think so.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time, right?
I mean, I'm finding them at the flea market for like $1 to $5 now, and some of them really dirtied up. We look them up as like, no, it's not even worth it. Brand new with tags, they're only selling for like $5, and that's what they're asking for here.
Yeah. The unicorns were already down, and those are the most common ones we see out there. And anything with a unicorn, we're like, no. But the cows are still worth decent money. But
yeah,
some of them.
Yeah.
I feel it. I worked 12 hours last night, barely slept today, woke up with a migraine, and then came to work at 8:30. Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
I was handling
another pain, Jen.
handling the charge. That's why it was more. I was just talking about the auction.
Let's handle it like this. Done.
Yeah, that's right. Find a box, throw it in there, take it to the post office. Just do that. They don't want to ship, so they charge the crap out of it. Next time you'll pick it up. Yeah, but we've done it before where they've been reasonable with shipping, which is why we've just told them to ship it. And this time they just didn't seem to put a lot of effort into it. I thought it would be like 15, and that's what the gas would have cost to go up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why we didn't. And then the last time that we bought a bunch of like comics and stuff like that, and it was probably about the same amount of weight, and it was probably like $15. And so we trusted them, and we were like, yeah, that would be fine. And then they were $40. I'm like, come on. Hi, Bearded PokeTuber. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, they shipped it to us before. Squishmallows are slow sellers. Yeah, the squirrel is going to be going on to whatnot.
What's going to be your first auction, Kristen?
Yeah, what is going to be your first auction, Christian? I'm curious. Or more importantly, what did you get accepted in?
Yeah.
I've got 8 listings and dinner done while I have been listening to you. Nice.
Ooh, what's for dinner?
Yeah, what is for dinner, Angie?
Another great question.
Bratwurst and Jägermeister.
with cheese curds.
With cheese curds, right.
Dude, their cheese curds are amazing.
Off the chain.
That's why I was thinking, I'm jealous of the Wisconsin cheese curds, and I'm jealous of Ed and In-N-Out right now. I'm just over it. I'm over it.
If you're a soup fan, the Wisconsin cheddar cheese soup from Wisconsin.
That is true.
So good. Hi, Cameron. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey,
Let's see. I have a Squishmallow slippers they have sold. You sold them? That's awesome.
Nice.
Squish have entered Beanie Baby territory. That's true.
Basically,
Vintage clothing.
nice.
Oh, another competitor.
Just vintage clothing, or did you get accepted into any other category?
Yeah, vintage clothing is a good category, I think.
It is.
Because I think that one is its own separate category now. Actually,
Yeah, they got to stop messing with these kind of things. Because they do have a vintage 7-Eleven hot dogs. Let's not get back there. Yep. Just Wisconsin cheese curds and Jägermeister. That's what they're having for dinner. So, yeah, 7-Eleven hot dogs. You know what? You, Ed, have an advantage when it comes to hot dogs. Because some of the best hot dogs in the world come out of Los Angeles. And it doesn't have to be the glitzy, glammy place. It can be, like you said, the guy standing on the corner with the bacon-wrapped hot dog. Yeah.
and the cool thing is, there's actually one that's 5 minutes from me. I
Yeah.
smelled that bacon hot dog. I wanted to get one, but we were getting Yoshinoya.
What Pink's is the place that I've been to many times.
I have not eaten there yet.
Really?
Yeah,
that a
I don't
cat?
know. I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Did he get bigger?
Yeah, he's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Football. Well, I'm trying not to. He's trying to go in where the choir's at. And I'm trying not to. You heard that on my whatnot.
Yes.
That's gosh, because the cat went that way, and that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy a shirt, get a free cat.
Pink's was really good, and then there was another place that was in like an old train on West Hollywood that was really good. I can't remember the name of that.
Well, man, I don't go there that often, but I would assume it's just another Pink's. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know, but some of the best hot dogs I've ever had came out of LA, without a doubt. Most of them were from a guy on the corner.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not going to Pink's because that line is ridiculous.
But it's worth it. It's really good. Here in Wisconsin, I know where to get the best cheese curds. Oh,
All right.
I wish I could figure out how to get
We'll be over.
Yeah, we'll be over. Reseller meetup in Wisconsin at Angie's house. Initially, I said vintage clothing in my acceptance email, but my onboarding email said thrift, so nobody.
Yeah, it's because they're changing the categories all around now. So it's like me. I applied for, I think, just streetwear, but now it's considered sneakers and streetwear. So I'm like, oh well.
Yeah. Cameron posted a video about it today. Hadn't posted a video in like a couple months, but this was a sale I had to come out of my slump. Check it out if you want. 1.2 thousand sale. Wow.
Nice.
There you go. That's awesome. Do you guys have dairy bars? Is that like
What's
an
that?
ice cream thing?
Is it from Dairy Queen?
Yeah. Dilly. Those are dilly bars.
Dilly bars. Yeah.
Dilly bars. Yeah. We have those,
I
and
know
they
what
are
that is.
popular. A dilly bar?
Yeah.
It's like a chocolate dipped ice cream bar,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh.
But they're circular and they come. Do you have Dairy Queens out there?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in. Dairy Queen sells them.
Dairy
Just
Queen
when you
has-
walk in, they don't sell them from behind the counter. They're in the box, like in the cooler next to the cakes and stuff.
Okay.
Dilly bars. Yeah. Everybody likes the cat. Cat is so cute.
Precious.
Cameron with a big sale, mind blowing. Ship me the cat immediately. Chill with the cat. Make him wave like the cabbies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Come on up, I would love it. Yeah, there we go. That would be great with all the cheese curds we could get our hands on. Don't leave now to watch it though. I'll watch it later, Gator. Thanks, Cameron.
We gotta go watch it.
Yeah,
So,
I was
yeah.
wondering why the count went down all of a sudden. Yeah, good score. No, they usually have milkshakes and stuff, but they're usually like hot dogs and hamburgers, fish platters, sometimes lobster roll, depending on how close you are to the coast. Oh, dairy bars. She means you mean like a diner in like with ice cream and stuff like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
we don't. We used to. But most of those have gone by the wayside. There's one left, there's two left that are closer to town. They're like candy stores and ice cream stores that have like a very limited menu. Most of it's like cold cut sandwiches and stuff like that, but we don't have anything quite so awesome as that. There's a couple left in California though, Northern California. I know that. So
There you go.
This is where the cool kids are hanging out tonight, obviously, of course. Every Monday, Cameron, that's where the cool kids are. If you ever wonder where all the cool people went, you're like, it's Monday. Where's everybody? Everybody's laughing. Matt was like, that's the Holy Grail, man. You may never come across something like that again, or something like that. I got to check it out, Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
You can come up and watch the cheese curds being made, warm and squeaky. That would be a problem for me.
Oh, I'd be like, quality check.
That's right.
Quality check.
This might be the first time this has happened on Monday night. Bearded Pokey. Did someone say dancing cabbies? I think someone did.
I think they did. Yeah.
Thank you, Bearded PokeTuber, for the $2 super chat. We appreciate it. That's 38 cents for Jimmy and 37 cents for Ed and 42 cents for me after YouTube takes their cut. But either way, it's for the dancing cabbie, not for us. Usually it's like a stand with a walk-up window that have a picnic table. Yeah, exactly. So, but we could do a reseller camp out. My campground is awesome. You own a campground? Or
I'm all for it.
Does it have cabins?
Right, I was going to say.
Because Ed's going to be the only one that wants to stay in a tent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. Why would that be a problem for you? They are wonderful. The cheese curds? No, watching them would be a problem for Jimmy because Jimmy would just be taking them off the conveyor belt.
Yeah, I'd be kicked out.
Let's go back to this. Do you own a campground, Angie?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because if you do, and if you have cabins, you might get to see us sooner than later. So let's see. You get a cabbie, you get a cabbie, and you get a cabbie. That's right. Well, Bearded PokeTuber gets the most cabbies because he sends 2 super chats. Awesome. So we always appreciate you doing that, Bearded PokeTuber. Love going to dairy bars. Have a few minutes down the road for me. We don't, unfortunately, but it would be awesome. They typically you would have the best burgers and stuff like that, but yeah. So I got to find out. We'll have to hang out for at least another couple minutes till Angie answers this question because I need to know. Like, do you have a campground?
Mine is just In-N-Out Burgers. That's the best right there.
Yeah. You've got a couple iconic restaurants in Los Angeles that are amazing, but have been there forever. Like, In-N-Out Burger started in LA, and then you have the Brown Derby, which is awesome. What else do you have in LA that's pretty amazing? Some of the donut shops in LA are off the chain and really good.
Free
Some of them are good. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of another one that's in LA that's really good. But can you hear that cat?
That's all I'm hearing.
Jimmy.
He wants to go in there with the dogs, and I'm like, you're not going in there with the dogs, man.
Jimmy, no problem. They have free samples. No cabins. It's a private campground. Nice shower building. No, not expensive.
Okay.
Cool.
That is pretty cool.
But how many can you get in the sample, though? That's what.
Jimmy's like, here's my sample.
I love cheese curds, man.
Yeah, they are good. Yeah, Sarah's watching Cameron's video right now. I could eat a dairy bar every day. It's owned by the property owners, which I am one of. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Gotta go up to Voodoo Donuts in Washington State. I believe the best donuts ever. I have heard this, actually. I've also heard about them. We need an RV caravan. Yeah, that's right. I need an RV first. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're about at the 2-hour mark or so. What do you guys got coming up this week?
For my YouTube channel, excuse me, I don't really have anything planned other than making just like a little reseller rant video about the jacket I told you, and then about another one that happened I think a couple of weeks ago that I just haven't gotten to. But those they're stories, so they could be made anytime.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't have anything planned for YouTube. For One Not on May 7th, which is Saturday at 3:30 p.m., I will be having my first streetwear t-shirt auction. I already have the listings up there. That is not the one that you're going to be too interested in, Adam, because that's just like regular stuff. I'm working on doing an XL and above men's shirt auction, and it's going pretty well right now. So that one I'm hoping to have up for the following week if everything goes according to plan. And yeah, other than that, that's all I got planned. And then of course back here on Monday, and yeah, that's it.
Cool. Jimmy?
Yeah, we're gonna try to, if the rain holds out, go to some garage sales that got canceled. Let's actually start filming again for whatnot, or not yet. Whatnot? See, whatnot's on my vocabulary. Yeah, but no, for YouTube, like I did a haul video, which it was okay until I watched it. I was like, what? Freaking son, come on, man. But I went with it, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I got whatnot on 7 p.m. Friday. I'm gonna try to do 100 shirts this time.
Whoa.
Because Jen's off, so because generally when I'm rushing because she works Fridays.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna try to push 100 shirts. So
That'll be cool.
Nice. All right.
So,
And you Sunday?
I have to find out. I don't know for sure because we kind of got off schedule, so I don't know whose channel it's on or what's the. I got to get in touch with them. So
got it. All right. Well, tomorrow we got a garage sale video coming out. Our first official garage sale, actual sales from people's garages, are going to be coming out tomorrow. And then this coming Thursday, me and Sarah are back here live. And then this coming Friday, 9:30, we are after Jimmy. We're going to be on with another, purge of our eBay vintage shirts and such. So if you're going to catch an auction. If you didn't catch the last one, definitely want to catch this one because it's a good one. So
somebody was trying to outbid me on that shirt.
Oh, I saw. Weren't having it.
I backed off. I was like, "All right, Ed, just take it, man."
It was funny. I was like, "Man, this is going to be an interesting Monday."
Yeah.
So, so that's what's coming out on our channel. Then me and Sarah back live on Sunday. So, and then Gravity Goods says, "Yay, garage sale season!" I think everybody's pretty happy. Garage sale season's going to come out. I just dread driving around and drove halfway across the country with my car on a trailer. So, but yeah, so that's what I got coming up. That's what we got coming up, and then of course we are back here live next Monday, 9. So that's about it. Anything else you guys want to chat about before we get out of here?
Not just thanks for everybody being here, and of course to those in the background just listening.
Of course,
always appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it. So we will catch up with you next Monday. Thanks for watching. See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good day, sir.